So, you know, the heaviness that I feel in my chest, in my lungs, in my heart, is the heaviness of the fact that I'm maybe attached to my twin flame, like in the egoic sense. In the egoic sense, like in the egoic sense, like my ego may be attached to when I'm going to reunite with my twin flame. Having experienced the twin flame myself. I know that because of like an unforgettable sexual experience that I had with my twin flame. I never knew then that why I was always thinking about her. However, the kind of sex we had was very like, oh man, like magnetic. Uh, you know, um, I met my twin flame in on my 21st birthday. Yeah, during my 21st birthday um, celebration. That's when I met my twin flame. You can see I have a love bite. It means I'm thinking about my twin flame. So yeah, I met my twin flame on my 21st, and yeah, I never knew at the time that she was my twin flame. I never understood what. I never even thought I'm a twin flame. I never even knew that. And we separated. I think we were together for just a few months. To be honest, just a few months. However, she would become friends with some of my family members, my cousins, even one of our neighbors. You know, um, you know, and they would become friends forever. And you know, the name that she uses now is a name that you know she lied to me about it and said that was her name, but it ended up being a name because everybody knew she was dating me, and we knew her with that name. However, it was never a lie in that sense. This was a reminder that, yo man, Mvelo, actually you the one who gave this girl a new name, you know um which means to expand. However, it's a Zulu name. In the respect and privacy of my twin flame, I would love, um, yeah, to never disclose that. Yeah. However, man, that was the greatest sexual experience in my life. And the fact that it happened in 2010 on my 21st birthday, like electrifying, man. Like and I had just met that person on earlier on, you know Seychelles like us, Magda. I don't know what you Americans do. You go to dates. I know Americans go to dates, before they decide on someone. Here in South Africa, you meet someone that you like or attracted to, you have a conversation with. So I was on my way to get my suit, the one I was gonna wear for the 21st, and I meet her and I talk to her, and I tell her to come by later on. It's the 21st, it's my 21st, and she came, and this is a new person in my life, and she held my hands tight, and there were other girls who were looking for me that time. However, they never called because she was holding my hands like this time, even when we went to the other clubs, like after party for my 21st. And so like we used to go to this like place in towards called Pandora. It was big at the time. Excuse me. And so so yeah, man. Okay, so I'm trying to tell you the story. So all the girls have been, because maybe it's probably 10 after her, you know, just to disclose. I've never encountered that kind of sex, and for after separating with my last girlfriend, like in a long, long term relationship in 2016. you know, I could never get over our breakup, and I really thought it was that soulmate relationship I had, with my soulmates, with one of my soulmates, because I dated many soulmates also, you know, um, and karmic partners, of course, which teach you a lesson. They all teach you a lesson: karmic partners, soulmates, and even twin flames, you know. And so this is what happened. Yeah, so I've been with all the girls and not to, however, that name, bro, it just never got out of my mind, regardless of who I was with, and now in this period, like for 9 years, you know, I haven't been with anyone, and I thought, and I was looking at things from a lack or scarcity mentality, because I was always like saying, uh, there's something wrong with me, or why am I not sexually active anymore? Why am I, you understand, like, yeah, why am I not, you know you know dating anymore, or having, girls anymore, like, uh yeah, man, it was until, and during that process of lack, I learned about abundance, and I realized that I'm a twin flame, and I have to accept that I'm alone. And I fell in love with being in solidarity, spending time with myself, loving myself, you know, uh, you know, um, yeah, I'm never saying it's easy. It's very difficult work. It's very difficult work. However, man, yeah, it's good work. It's great work. It's loving yourself. It's celebrating. It's practicing celibacy. Like, yeah, that's how it's been for me. Like, for the longest time. For the longest time, and yeah, I guess I've been denial at certain times. When when the ego wanted to have sex, with other girls. The ego, you know, when the ego, was horny, or you feel me? Yeah, 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 yeah. So yeah, okay, okay, yeah. So okay, that's my young brother there. The king himself. Most successful businessman in Togoza, man. That's my boy, man. Yeah, and so, man, this is what like happened. Yeah, man, I've been on that journey, I just wanted to tell you about this, like, sexual experience I had with my twin flame. It's a very spiritual sex, in a way that you can be with as many people, it will never match up to that frequency. Even now, I know it could happen that I attract a soulmate. However, I want to be honest to the soulmate and tell it that if my twin flame were to arrive, we would probably separate. I wanna be honest, to girls and women in that way. Yeah, however, I just prefer being by myself now, and yeah, learning to love myself, yeah, healing myself, and just growing spiritually. And yeah, transformation. Of course, we need transformation in the country. There are things we're facing here in South Africa, challenges, man, very challenges about, like, mineral resources and land. Our people are suffering, our people are unemployed, man. And we what we're trying to teach them, we're trying to teach them that there's this love, like, that inside, that is stronger than all that suffering. And that love is within you. And that love, you never even have to be a twin flame. That love is, it's one consciousness. It's the most beautiful thing, man, that you find it when you're breathing and meditating, and it's inside you. Yeah, man. So thank you so much, for tuning in into my channel. I really appreciate it. We're receiving so much love, man. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, man. I really appreciate it. Shout out to Mark Zuckerberg, man, and even us in here in Africa, I think it's about time we build our own platforms, our own apps, where we can have free media and freely speak about, the issues affecting Africa internally. You understand me? Yeah, yeah, man. So yeah, you know, Africa first, yeah, and before Africa first, put yourself first, and then yeah, the consciousness of Africans is one, man, and the consciousness of all beings is one, and I'm appealing to all colors and races that never let the negativity that is being done on black people be associated with you. Let us see different, white people. Let us see different, I see them. It's just that it so happens that I only see them on TV. So I would just love to see them like more in person. I would love, see more white people who are sympathetic to, you know, um, like Africans in general. We're never saying we suffering, or we are never saying that we're begging for mercy. We just saying that we are youngest nation, we are youngest continent. We were delayed, and we never any longer want to identify with colonialism, apartheid, political violence, and so we never want to identify with that, because that has affected us and it's the past, and we can never change that, and we never want that again to affect us. So we never identify with that story anymore. We starting over as Africans, yeah, man, and we're just doing our thing, and you appreciate it to YouTube. Thank you so much, man, for giving us a voice. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Velocity's book is coming, albums are coming, apps are coming. Many things are coming, man. Just focus on the present now. Just focus on the present.